What's going on YouTube? It's Xavier Marks, aka X Marks, and if no one else is going to have the courage to come out and say it, I will be the first to put Niantic in its place. What's going on? What is this game? Pokemon Go in its current shape, current form, current release, current patch is absolute garbage. It's one of the worst releases I could possibly imagine of all time in terms of a game's mechanic ability to actually do the job it's supposed to do. Now, many people are going to say it's great because it had all these downloads, 81 million worldwide, and it's not even released to its full capacity. And yes, those are all great numbers, those are all great figures. Yes, I'm so glad for you. But at the end of the day, we've also seen Michael Bay have great selling movie tickets, but the movies are complete garbage. And at the current shape of the game, 95% of the features that are supposed to work and make the game fun and make the game a great experience don't even work properly. Whether it's from all the problems of crashing, problems of the servers not working, problems of all the bugs where your game freezes, parts of the game where, oh man, I just disconnected from the server right when I used the lure module, but for some reason it's going to count that time that I couldn't connect to the server as part of my lure module or my incense running out. However, if I were to just so carelessly lock my phone by putting it in my pocket and it just so happens to lock, you're not going to count my actual movement steps as it pertains to hatching my egg. But you can count the minutes though. Bravo, that's great. Whether it's the 3-step glitch, there are so many problems that if this was a regular released game that had no ties, no connection to the thing that you all love, Pokemon, you'd be ripping this game to shreds. I'd be so hard pressed to find a 3-star review out of the sea of the looming and infinite 1 to 2-star reviews that would be out there. Because let's face it, ladies and gentlemen, not only do you have to get past all of these problems, it is an endless grind to just simply be able to take over gyms. And I know what some of you are going to say. Actually, gym battles have the chance to be fun, and they do. However, the endless grind that it takes from you to get to level 1 to any respectable level where you're going to be catching Pokemon that are even able to be powered up to the point to where you're going to be able to take on gyms with just one Pokemon is absolutely ridiculous. Let alone defending a gym with just one Pokemon in which you are not in control, and AI controls and it simulates a battle against another party six Pokemon. Now, the reason why this is funny is because you can have lower level people take 6 of their Pokemon, battle your gym, get healed up, come back, beat another Pokemon, and just do it one by one and eventually take over your gym. Which means this isn't about skill. This tells you that this is a game that is primarily about connecting and collecting, and that is fine. However, if I'm having a gym battle, and all of a sudden the gym battle decides it's gonna freeze, that's a problem. That's an issue. That is something that Niantic and the people who are developing this game have to alleviate. That has to be addressed. Whether it be the fact that you can hack this game very easily. Hell, you can spoof this game without much of a problem. And the other problem when it comes to spoofing is that there's so many different patches and different things that you can do with Nox emulators, the things that emulate Androids or even Apple emulators that will allow you to actually find things within the game's code that will actually allow you to get an unfair advantage over your player base, which is absolutely ridiculous. And the fact that you are willing to take down websites that allow people to track Pokemon in an accurate way and not fix the problems in your game first is absolutely ridiculous. Because when I look at the nearby tracker, I don't want to be sitting here like, oh, there's a Snorlax. Where? Is it over here? Oh God, where is it? No, maybe it's here. How about over here? All right, I give up. I didn't find it. I'm just gonna go play Overwatch. Forget it. Honestly, I think that would be annoying for anyone because I have nowhere to go. I have no idea, no incantation, no actual path. You don't even tell me when it's nearby. It could be 10 kilometers that way, 10 kilometers that way. It could be right there, right next to me, just right off camera. But because your nearby tracker only shows 3 footprints now, I have no way of actually being able to justify between super far away, really close, 5 houses down the street, 12 blocks to my west. It doesn't matter. I will never know. And it's quite unfortunate because if you can't even track what's around you and you're just trusting random spawns, you literally have no idea what you're doing. And this isn't even a problem in the regular games that happen on the 3DS or the Game Boy Color, because if you have run into it before, you can click on the Pokemon and you can find its nest. But that seems too much like a normal thing to have happen now, doesn't it? But we're not gonna scold it just on the 3-point rule. Not gonna do that. That would be unfair. That's just one glitch. Servers going down, that's another thing. The touch sensitivity being out of whack, it's another thing. There's a plethora of problems with this game. And some of them are getting to the point where I'm thinking I'm gonna have to start feeding my phone anti-diarrheal medication. It's getting that bad. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm running out of time and props when it comes to Pokemon Go. Because Pokemon Go, as I said in its current state, is a hot, steaming load of poo-poo. Snorlax poo-poo. And I know you guys aren't psychic types, you know Alakazam, so I get it. You can't read my mind right now and you're knowing what I'm about to say. But here's what I'm going to say. As of right now, the only, and I mean the only, way Pokemon Go is even half worth it is due to all the meaningful connections of the people that you're going to meet when you're out there playing the game. So for those of you that are spoofing and location hopping and hacking the game to get unfair advantages over the player base, you're not even getting the only advantage to playing the game right now in its current broken state. You're not getting that interaction. Because let's face it, ladies and gentlemen, these Pokemon are not going to be transferable into Sun and Moon. These Pokemon are not going to be transferred over to the Diamond and Pearl remakes if they're actually going to happen. These Pokemon are never going to be in your handheld competitive battling scene. It's not going to happen. Would I like it to happen? Absolutely. But the way the game is shaped right now, if I catch a Caterpie at level 4, it'll have like a combat power of 10. But if I'm level 30 and I run into the same Caterpie in the same area, all of a sudden it's got a combat power of 207. Absolutely ridiculous. But because I'm a higher level, I just simply run into better stuff. Now you may say that's rewarding, but after you look at some of these points and some of these values on how many experience points are actually it's going to take for you to level up, if you're not just throwing money at like you're making it rain on Niantic to buy lucky eggs, good luck getting any of that done. And if you're not going to Pokestops or you don't have that many Pokestops in your area, just go ahead and Alt F4 and install, dude. You don't even want this problem. As of right now, if you just strip Pokemon out of this game and it was just some other game, Go, let's be honest, half of you guys would have uninstalled this within the first 3 minutes of playing.